What if I told you that some of the clothes sitting right now in your closet might be quietly making you look 10 years older? For women over 60, fashion isn't about chasing trends or trying to look 20 again. It's about celebrating confidence, sophistication, and style. But here's the truth. Many women unknowingly hold on to certain pieces that drag them down instead of lifting them up. Think about it. Maybe it's that oversized sweater you wear because it feels comfortable, or that bright floral blouse you've had for years. On their own, they don't seem harmful. But put them on, and suddenly your outfit looks outdated, frumpy, or worse, it highlights the very areas you'd rather downplay. The good news? With just a few smart swaps, you can go from looking tired to looking timeless. In this video, we're uncovering the most common style mistakes women over 60 make, and more importantly, what to wear instead. From clothing shapes and colors to fabrics, accessories, and even hairstyles, we'll cover it all. You'll discover how small tweaks can instantly transform your look, helping you project elegance, youthfulness, and ease without sacrificing comfort. And here's the best part, you don't need a brand new wardrobe or a Hollywood stylist. All it takes is knowing what to avoid and what to embrace instead. So, if you're ready to see the first mistake that's silently aging countless women, let's jump right in. Let's start with one of the biggest fashion traps for women over 60, wearing clothes that don't fit properly. It sounds simple, but trust me, this is where most style mistakes begin. Here's the thing. Many women lean toward oversized clothing because it feels safe. Loose cardigans, baggy pants, shapeless dresses. They seem comfortable, but they can actually overwhelm your frame. Instead of looking relaxed, the result is often frumpy and bulky. On the other hand, wearing clothes that are too tight has the opposite problem. A fitted dress that hugs every curve may highlight areas you'd prefer to smooth out, making you feel self-conscious instead of confident. The key here is balance. Clothes that skim the body, neither clinging too tightly nor drowning you in fabric, create a flattering silhouette that instantly looks more polished. Tailored trousers, structured blazers, and well-cut blouses are great examples. These pieces create clean lines and give you shape without making you feel restricted. Let me give you a quick picture. Imagine two women at brunch. One is wearing a baggy sweatshirt and oversized jeans. She looks comfortable, yes, but almost invisible. The other is wearing a pair of slim, straight-leg pants with a lightweight blouse that falls just right at the hip. She looks effortlessly chic, even though both women are dressed casually. That's the power of fit. Here's a tip. If you're not sure about the fit of your clothes, take a trusted piece to a tailor. A little adjustment at the waist or hemline can turn something ordinary into your go-to favorite. Investing in tailoring is often cheaper than buying new clothes, and the results are dramatic. Remember, fashion after 60 isn't about covering up or squeezing into trends. It's about finding pieces that work with your body, not against it. When your clothes fit well, you instantly look younger, more put together, and more confident. Now that we've covered the importance of fit, let's move on to something just as powerful, the colors you choose. Because even the most perfectly tailored outfit can fall flat if the color isn't doing you any favors. After finding the right fit, the next thing that can completely change your look is color. Many women over 60 don't realize how much impact the wrong shade can have on their overall appearance. The truth is, color can either bring life to your face or make you look tired and older than you really are. Let's talk about two extremes, washed out neutrals and overly loud colors. On one side, colors like beige, dull gray, or pale yellow may seem safe, but they often drain the natural glow from your skin. Instead of highlighting your features, they can make your complexion appear flat and lifeless. On the other side, neon shades or extremely bright patterns might feel fun, but they can be too harsh and look out of place, creating a disconnect with your natural elegance. The solution is to find shades that complement your skin tone and bring out your natural warmth. Jewel tones are a wonderful option. Think emerald green, sapphire blue, or deep ruby red. These colors are rich without being overwhelming, and they instantly add sophistication. Soft pastels like blush pink, lavender, or sky blue can also work beautifully, offering a gentle lift without being overpowering. Here's a real-life example. Imagine standing in front of a mirror wearing a plain beige cardigan. Your skin may look a bit washed out, almost as if you haven't slept well. Now switch that cardigan for one in a deep teal or a soft rose pink. Suddenly, your eyes look brighter, your skin looks fresher, and you feel more alive. That small change in color makes a dramatic difference in how you present yourself. If you're unsure which colors flatter you most, try a simple trick. Hold different fabrics up near your face in natural light. Notice which shades make your eyes sparkle and your skin glow. That's your personal color palette. Colors are like your secret weapon. The right shades not only make your clothes look more expensive, they also make you look radiant and confident. Now that we've talked about the shades that bring out your best, let's look at another detail that often gets overlooked, but it can make or break your outfit: the fabric itself. We've talked about fit and color, but here's a detail that many women overlook: fabric. The material your clothes are made from says more about your style than almost anything else. And unfortunately, cheap or outdated fabrics can instantly make even the most carefully chosen outfit look less polished. Think about stiff polyester blouses, shiny satin that clings in all the wrong places, or knits that pill after just a few washes. These fabrics might be affordable, but they rarely stand the test of time. Instead of enhancing your style, they highlight wear and tear and sometimes even add bulk where you don't want it. For women over 60, where elegance and timelessness matter more than ever, poor fabric choices can quickly undermine your entire look. The good news is that upgrading your fabrics doesn't have to mean spending a fortune. Natural materials like cotton, linen, silk, and cashmere are your best friends. They drape beautifully, allow your skin to breathe, and immediately give off a sense of quiet luxury. Even a simple cotton blouse or a linen dress can feel far more elevated than something made from synthetic blends. Here's a quick comparison. Imagine two women at a summer lunch. One is wearing a shiny polyester dress with a floral print. The fabric clings and reflects light in a way that looks inexpensive. The other is wearing a linen midi dress in a soft, flattering color. It's simple, airy, and effortless, but it radiates class. The second woman hasn't necessarily spent more money. She's simply chosen a better fabric. If you're building a wardrobe at this stage of life, think quality over quantity. Instead of 5 tops that lose shape after a few washes, invest in 2 that will last for years. Look for pieces labeled 100% cotton, silk blends, or fine wool. Not only do these fabrics elevate your style, but they also feel better on your skin, a win-win for both comfort and elegance. When your fabrics are timeless and refined, people notice the woman, not just the clothes. That's the kind of effortless elegance we all want to project. And speaking of details that people notice, let's move to the finishing touches that often make the biggest difference. Accessories. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful tools in your wardrobe: accessories. The right necklace, handbag, or pair of earrings can completely transform an outfit. But when accessories are outdated or overdone, they can just as easily add years to your look. Here's the common mistake. Many women hold on to pieces they bought decades ago, thinking they'll come back in style. While fashion does cycle, not every piece ages gracefully. Oversized plastic beads, heavy gold chains, or handbags with too much hardware can look bulky and distracting rather than elegant. On the flip side, skipping accessories altogether can leave your outfit feeling unfinished, like a painting without a frame. The key is balance and modern simplicity. Instead of chunky necklaces that weigh you down, try a single strand of pearls or a delicate pendant that highlights your neckline. Trade those oversized earrings for smaller hoops or studs that frame your face softly. And when it comes to handbags, look for structured shapes in neutral tones. Leather crossbody bags or medium-sized totes that combine practicality with polish. Imagine this. Two women walk into a dinner party. One wears a perfectly nice dress but pairs it with an old, oversized purse and chunky costume jewelry. The other chooses a sleek leather bag and a modern pearl bracelet. Both women made an effort, but one looks fresh and current, while the other appears stuck in the past. The difference is subtle, but powerful. Here's a quick tip. Before adding accessories, ask yourself if each piece is enhancing your outfit or competing with it. If it feels like too much, it probably is. A minimalist, modern approach almost always looks more expensive and more youthful. Accessories are like the punctuation marks of your style. They can either clutter the sentence or make it sing. Choose them wisely, and they'll highlight your elegance without overpowering it. Now that we've polished up the finishing touches, it's time to look down, literally, because the shoes you wear can either elevate your entire look or bring it crashing down. Shoes may be the last thing you put on, but they're often the first thing people notice. And for women over 60, the wrong pair of shoes can sabotage an otherwise beautiful outfit. Outdated styles or uncomfortable designs not only age your look, they can affect the way you walk, stand, and carry yourself. One common mistake is holding on to shoes that were trendy 20 years ago, but now look clunky and old-fashioned. Think thick wedge sandals, overly strappy heels, or square-toe pumps from the 90s. They might remind you of past trends, but today they can instantly signal out of date. On the other end of the spectrum are ultra-casual shoes, worn-out sneakers, rubber flip-flops, or house slippers worn in public. These might feel convenient, but they bring your entire outfit down and often make you appear less polished. The solution? Aim for shoes that strike a balance between style and comfort. Loafers in soft leather, sleek ankle boots, and kitten heels are timeless options that provide support without sacrificing elegance. Even sneakers can work beautifully if they're clean, minimal, and styled with intention. Think crisp white leather instead of brightly colored athletic shoes. Picture this. You're wearing a perfectly tailored pair of trousers and a chic blouse. If you finish the outfit with worn-out trainers, the whole look collapses into casual sloppiness. Swap those trainers for a polished pair of loafers, and suddenly the same outfit looks intentional, modern, and refined. That's the power of the right shoe. It's also worth noting that uncomfortable shoes, no matter how stylish, will show in your body language. If you're limping, shifting your weight, or avoiding standing too long, you won't project the confidence that makes any outfit shine. Prioritize supportive insoles, cushioned soles, and lower heels that allow you to walk gracefully. Shoes are more than just accessories, they're the foundation of your style. Choose wisely, and you'll not only look younger and more polished, but you'll also feel comfortable and confident. And now that we've covered your foundation, let's move upward, because the next element that can make or break your entire look is your hair and makeup. Even the most carefully chosen outfit can lose its impact if your hairstyle or makeup works against you. Hair and makeup are like the frame around a painting. They set the tone for how people see you. And for women over 60, the wrong choices here can be just as aging as ill-fitting clothes or outdated shoes. One common hair mistake is clinging to a style you've worn for decades without updating it. Overly stiff, heavily sprayed styles can look dated and add years to your appearance. On the other end, hair that's too dark with no dimension can create harsh shadows on the face. Likewise, makeup that's too heavy, thick foundation, dark eyeliner, or overly bold lipstick tends to emphasize lines rather than soften them. The solution is refreshingly simple. For hair, think movement and light. A softly layered bob, a shoulder-length cut with natural waves, or highlights that add dimension can instantly brighten your face. Even a few lighter strands around the face can create a softer, more youthful effect. For makeup, the rule of thumb is less is more. Lightweight foundations, neutral eyeshadows, and a touch of blush bring out your natural radiance. Instead of dark matte lipsticks, try rosier berry tones with a hint of shine. They lift the face instead of weighing it down. Here's a scenario. Imagine two women walking into a cafe. One has a rigid, jet black hairstyle and heavy eyeliner. She looks polished but severe, almost unapproachable. The other wears her hair in soft waves with subtle highlights, paired with a natural makeup look that enhances her features. She appears warm, approachable, and full of energy, even though both women are the same age. That's the subtle but powerful difference. Updating your hair and makeup doesn't mean chasing trends, it means finding modern, flattering versions of classic looks. When these elements complement your wardrobe, everything comes together, creating a cohesive style that feels both timeless and fresh. And now that we've covered everything from clothing to accessories, shoes, and beauty, it's time to bring it all together with a closing message you won't want to miss. We've covered a lot today: fit, color, fabric, accessories, shoes, and even your hair and makeup. And if there's one big takeaway, it's this: style after 60 is not about following every new trend or trying to look like someone else. It's about knowing what works for you, avoiding the little traps that can quietly age you, and embracing choices that make you feel radiant, confident, and alive. Think about it. Clothes that fit well show off your best shape without effort. Colors that flatter your skin bring back that sparkle in your eyes. Fabrics that feel luxurious elevate even the simplest outfit. Modern, balanced accessories frame your look with sophistication. Shoes that are stylish yet comfortable give you grace in every step. And hair and makeup, when updated, become the finishing touch that ties everything together. The truth is, you don't need to spend a fortune or reinvent your entire wardrobe. Small changes can have the biggest impact. A better cut, a richer color, a softer hairstyle. These are the little adjustments that add up to a completely refreshed look. You deserve to feel proud every time you step out the door, whether it's for a family gathering, a coffee with friends, or simply running errands. So what not to wear over 60? Anything that hides your beauty, your confidence, and your personality. And what to wear instead? Clothes and choices that celebrate who you are right now in this amazing chapter of life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're ready for more inspiration, check out my videos on the best dresses that hide tummy after 55 or elegant hairstyles for women over 60. Because your style journey doesn't end here, it's just beginning. And remember, fashion isn't about age, it's about attitude. Carry yourself with confidence, and you'll always be in style.